Forum. The notes.
Oh.
Dick. Evans.
Yes.
Barbara.
Here.
Up here. Maureen. Darby. And now.
No, I don't.
All right. Do we had minutes last meeting, didn't we?
Yeah,
Gary? Yes.
I know he sent them out on email.
Did
He
anybody
sent
have?
them out and then he sent out a revised
Seeing them. Could have missed them.
minutes.
All right. Anybody have any additions to them or make a motion to accept?
Yeah,
Make a
motion to
motion to
accept.
accept.
Second.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. All right, and I saw that, speaking of minutes and stuff going out on the web, I saw that comment about somebody saying they didn't get the recordings.
Yeah, I'm looking into that with IT. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. And I don't have any involvement after.
Giving it to them.
I don't even give it to, all I do is push record, stop, and it goes to some cloud.
Oh,
And then it's on them to do it all. So I will check with IT tomorrow when I'm down there. But I've recorded every one since I've been.
Yeah. yes.
Last meeting was in December, so.
Oh,
Where they are, I will find out.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
At least if we can get them posted going forward, that's fine. I don't know what I can go with,
okay,
but we're doing exactly what first of all, it's recording right now.
yeah, and we're getting the minutes all on there, right?
Oh, yeah, the minutes are up to date.
Yeah, there's parts of it.
Um,
Hey, we don't have any public comments because we don't have any public. Right. Request for rebate,
We got one.
yes.
Basically, this is a gentleman who never played around.
it took him so long.
Why he waited until
This is last year's membership?
Last
Year,
until January to decide that he would ask for a refund, I had no idea. If we were still working on, you got 30 days to do this rule, we have a problem, but since we are dropping that rule and you have to play less than 5 rounds. He did submit a letter from a medical professional. Apparently, he thought at some time he was going to be able to play as the year progressed. And it didn't work out. At first, he wanted to see if he could have it
transfer.
transferred.
Yeah.
That's not done.
I was going to ask it, wouldn't it just be as easy just to say, okay. you've paid for
Maybe
the
we should
coming-
revisit that and transfer rather than giving people back the money.
As if he's gonna, unless he's not
Should town hall.
joining next year.
On me?
I think town hall would have an issue with that.
You think so?
I mean, I can ask them, but they would probably wanna. refund over.
And he did, I'm trying to think what the first date was that he sent the thing in.
It was a long time ago.
It was it was, that's when he sent the note. His original request was dated in December,
So it was within the year.
so it was within the year.
My own personal. I don't know what that is.
Any comments? Any?
No, I don't have any.
Anybody want to make a motion?
Yes, Frank.
Yes, no?
Is he planning on joining this year?
Yes,
Can you do, instead of refunding it, can you do it as like a returned item? So return it and have him pay for the, well, I'm not saying like transfer it, it would show up as a sale, so you would do a negative for the membership.
if you stop
Last year's rate.
doing that and he tells his friends, then the word is gonna go around that you can
We just need to be clean.
That you can like,
We either have to change the policy
The-
or we just
well,
do it the way it
The
is.
policy says specifically
Yeah.
that it's not transferable from one year to the next. So if you try something like that, he's gonna say,
oh, well, they did it.
Well, he pay the difference is my,
well, he
Right.
paid the yeah, I understand that too, but then again, you're setting that whole thing up for, because everybody asks if they can
Transfer it.
transfer it to the next year.
I think the cleanest way is to just refund it because you really guarantee they're gonna jump back into membership.
Well, that's true. Then we leave
And it could
out
be-
liability.
And he could,
No one did it again.
he could be transferring back to a different membership. He could be going to he could be becoming a senior, or he could be becoming
Cleanest way.
All right.
yeah.
Anybody want to make a motion?
Yeah.
Yes, no?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I mean, he qualifies for the refund under our current policy. So,
And even under the old, well, not under the. old.
Well,
No, not at all.
technically, he didn't qualify for it under the policy in effect for 2025. But we decided to change the policy.
policy,
So it would be, and if anybody had been able to see the videos, would know that that policy was in the
Right.
process of being changed, then he would be not a happy camper,
If
yeah,
especially if
I mean, he didn't play
planning on
around,
doing
so.
it.
especially if he's playing, and he probably has been a member for a number of years. Yeah.
Yeah, I would make a motion to refund.
Thank you. Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Right,
So,
Frank?
be-
Hi,
be-
Frank.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Sorry I couldn't find the email.
Oh, hey, Frank. I got your text. I was just about to send you the email.
No worries.
All right, next. Policies and procedures update.
Oh, I found two little grammatical things.
You can always count on Ted.
Yeah.
For
On page 14, the fourth line, it says the manager of duty and it should be on duty. And on page 19 in the policies and procedures, they had to know I was going to read that one. It should be changed towards the bottom in the what you're supposed to send to the committee. It should be changed from for to from.
I'm not able to download. So.
oh,
All right, happily believe.
copy and paste from PDF. Alright.
Says download.
Anybody have anything else? On policies?
Yeah, I'm trying to find what I had. I've got it printed out here. I had a question. Actually, I don't have to actually
Jerseys.
go to it. I thought in previous discussions, when Ian was going through the whole tournament thing or the league thing, I thought it had been mentioned that they were going to be doing away with the Sunday morning league. But maybe I don't remember it correctly.
I think there was discussion at one point that would be nice to do, but I don't think it was.
The meeting where we did that is one of the several meetings that there is a Yakima. I was in responding to the request for meeting. I think we were talking about that when I came on. I did a search to see if there were any videos,
Mhm.
and we have, this is like 6 videos. The earliest one was in 2023, but there was a couple down in 2019 and 2000.
We haven't had anything for this last year.
Not since 2023.
Wow.
That was the one that was at town hall, right?
And honestly, I
Yeah, the one we had at town hall.
don't even bother to check because I just assumed.
Discussion about the
So,
leagues and reformatted and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That one was recorded.
I'll definitely check on that.
Anything more on the tournaments?
Tournaments are
Nope.
different leagues, obviously, but yeah, we don't have a plan. There's no plan to get rid of the Sunday League at this time or anything like that.
They still have, they have the numbers now. The question back then was that their numbers were down significantly. And there were like 3 different leagues,
Well, you merged.
and now they just,
Yeah,
yeah,
they are.
Yeah,
We merged them together.
yeah,
They're
Yeah.
all together now.
It's like we kind of had it simplified amount of times, got it ways out there, so.
all right. Anybody else? Are we okay with everything other than Ted's 2 small changes? Motion? Accept,
Motion to accept.
second,
Second,
all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No opposition. All right. Then the next thing, discussion on the membership fees for the following year. I believe there's been some discussion that came out of.
The PA went well. Second one, everything went through pretty good. There were a couple questions that were brought up, and I think the best way to bring it is in front of you guys, and then we can discuss it. There's no timetable, just so you guys are aware. The biggest one was talking about senior memberships and why does it start at 80? And I just mentioned that we made that with the GC, and if that would be a change, it's something that needs to go in front of them to discuss it. So what we have in front of you is potential options and what that looks like. If changes were made, that was one of the biggest things that was brought up in the meeting. So if you guys want to look at that, and if you have any
the
questions.
history of doing it 80 was. We did it back when we were under the gun. Because of the financial shortfall and the talk of bringing in a management company. And one of the things that was suggested with the National Golf Foundation when they did their thing was to do away with the senior pass, that was a loser. And so we were trying to provide a break for senior residents. And we picked 80 because at the time, most of the people who were using the pass were actually
Close.
really older and may have actually had more financial difficulty than some of the other players.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the reasons we also looked at other courses that are going something similar to the 80-year-old range.
Right.
So we kind of tried to mimic that as well, knowing other courses.
And is that still the case?
I don't think Dennis has a.
Dennis doesn't have one.
I didn't think they did.
Barnstable has one.
And-
Barnstable is 80.
Barnstable has a super senior. Starts at 80.
Nice to know.
Captains, I don't think has one.
And also, I think someone who gets to 80, that's when you start to think about not playing as much because you're, I mean, I'm getting the senior membership this year, okay? And years before, I never thought about playing less.
You can't tell me you qualify for that.
I did. As of the day of the snowstorm.
Nice.
It's my birthday present. But I can tell that at 80, I may not actually be up to playing 5 days a week consistently. And so having the membership cost a little less seems a little fair over
Yeah.
time. But I never gave any thought of it before. So when you're talking about reducing it, besides being picked that you're going to reduce it now.
Whoa.
That someone is thinking of reducing it now when I've waited this long. Okay.
Now, if I can toss out, as Ellen knows, I like to toss the financials into ChatGPT for some analysis, which I did. your current, and everything is certainly open for discussion. Based on that information, it shows overall that there's a 10% increase in our revenue. Again, a lot of this is open to discussion. So I'm going to lean more towards not increasing the cost of membership at all. And keeping the fees the same, because there are some concerns, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are some concerns with, there's capital money not being spent. Don't jump on me for anything. I'm just presenting what I'm learning and what's being equalized. The other advantage is that, if we don't increase our membership costs, we may actually increase the number of members. And another note to this is that based on the information from the financials, membership doesn't provide us our greatest amount of revenues. It's the green fees and the carts. Memberships provides us, about $100,000 more than merchandise. So I'm proposing that we do not increase our fees at all for the 2027 year. See if that draws in more membership, gives everybody a break. Clearly our revenues are up and they're showing that. The economy is not looking wonderful at this particular moment. So I think that's my opinion.
Well, the National Golf Foundation recommended a consistent fee increase. At least 2.5% a
Per year.
year. And
Well, that's a recommendation,
that's a recommendation,
proposal, policy, or
but it's also one of the reasons why we got into the financial problem we got was because there were years where we didn't increase the fees.
but that was before the GEC.
No,
No.
Okay, that was not, okay,
no.
okay.
And you also have to remember, when you say the economy is bad, that implies, as is the case, that expenses continue to go up.
True.
So you have to offset expenses.
Yes, our expenses, when you look at the figures, are much more than 5%. We rarely go the full 5%.
Right.
Okay,
We do keep it less than the 5% for the most part. Like I said, in the past, they went you go a couple of years without increasing the
get it
fees.
back.
You can't get it back.
Because we are limited to how much we can increase at a time.
Yeah.
well,
So it's sort of like the opposite of how, investing money over time, it grows. Well, if you don't invest any, it not only does it not grow, it falls behind. And then you can never catch up.
Let's
And-
go back, excuse me,
No,
let's go back to the over 80 though, because that's where it started.
Yeah, I don't
Discussion. I think the whole
yeah.
rate structure is a different
We have
ballgame.
plenty of time to talk about.
Yes,
17 structure.
right, but it's,
We wanted to bring you is what questions came about and the select board raised to us to come to you guys. So one of the big things was the senior, so said we can bring it to you, you guys can have those discussions. We don't even need to have it tonight, we just wanted to bring you the information. So you guys can decide when you want to talk about it. We have plenty of time to talk about it.
yeah. But my gut is 80 now is not like 80 used to be.
nope.
No,
For some
So,
people it is, but not. for the
70-year-olds are gonna be whipping around that course, so.
well,
are 80-year-olds.
that's just it. If you did it at 70, I would have been happy as a big.
Just not right now.
But, I was playing 5 days a week and not feeling any impingement at anything else. Well, you get up to 75, you didn't bother, wasn't thinking about it. 77, not thinking about it.
People in
Then
our
things just
leagues.
become just a little bit more obvious when you hit that border.
So, And it's a pretty cheap membership
Mhm.
for what we're offering for them. So I don't feel that we need to cut it any further. Anybody else have any
No.
Well, I,
thoughts?
I mean, I believe any towns on the Cape that offer such a membership are at 80. And
Yeah.
there are
I
some
think-
towns, there are a number of towns, I believe, that don't offer it at all.
Right.
I didn't find any town that was below the 80.
I think when we did it, I don't remember there being too many others that did.
Right. Most, I think here in Barnstable, you don't get to do it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I agree with what everybody's saying here, that 80 seems like the new 70 as it used to be. I guess
Yeah.
people are staying healthier, they're actually working longer with some people. The other thing is if you flip it to 70, you'd have more over 70s than regular members, if I did the math right in this. So you'd have 360 members at the 70 rate and 344 at the normal member rate. It just seems upside down, guys. If anything, I think you've got to have the split difference. It's great we give seniors a break, but
Yeah,
seniors
you're
being
taking
80
away
years old, but
$144,000.
we're chasing
$70.
this one.
That's a
we
piece of
should-
change.
Leaving it
Mhm.
75, it's. a piece of
Even at 75,
Yeah, it's crazy,
you're up
yeah.
at 71,000, almost
Yeah.
72,000. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think when I left it with them, I said, that, it was something we had discussed with you guys, but we had put in.
Yeah, especially with the other towns, yeah.
So
Yep. I
so we
think,
just wanted to share the information.
yeah,
Yes.
okay,
Thank
that's
you.
good. All right,
The next sheet, I believe, is the rounds and the kind of the value.
yes,
So this is becoming an overall theme. It seems like every time we go in front of membership or a meeting or a fee increase, we always get, I can't play golf, or
I know.
why can't we do it this way, or why can't we do that? We wanted to break this down for you a little bit. We're not judging you and telling you when you can't play golf. We're just trying to throw cold hard facts out there that, it is a value that you're receiving. Ian can break it down for you a little more so you can understand it, but it is just, we get a little frustrated on our end when we get people going up there saying they can't play golf. We have to completely defend the operation. The last person that went up there played over 100 times and said he can't play golf. So it really makes us look pretty bad that we're not letting people out when we are. So we want to try to squash that as best we can. Because it's not the look we're going for. We have to then defend the operation that people are playing golf.
well, it's the definition of what people think of as playing golf. They want to play golf at the time they want to play with the people they want to play with.
So I'll let Ian go through the sheet for you so you guys can understand what we're trying to show.
Mhm.
When it's happening.
So what I tried to do was, number one, I was just trying to find the average rounds played. When doing that, it's kind of funny because it's one of those things where you say, all right, what's the better way to show this, the average, the mean, or the median? And there's it's very skewed because I think the median probably actually looks a little bit more realistic. The majority of our members play 80 to 125 times a year. And then we have even a lot of far end ones that play 150 to 200 times
Yeah,
a year.
it's the median.
So that median is going to be,
Playing.
yeah, that median is going to be over 100 easily.
Mhm.
Then we also have a pretty big handful of members that play twice because they forgot they even bought the membership, or they got busy, they moved, they don't bother applying for a refund. We have a lot of juniors that buy a membership that, their grandparents buy it for them for the 2 weeks that they're visiting because it's worth it for them to do that if they're going to play 4 or 5 times, but then they only play 4 or 5 times. So that's, so what I try to do is I took out at least the 2 membership groups, classes that really, really skew it, which is the juniors and the links.
Right.
Exactly. So, the full on members that play the 18 hole golf course, between the 2 courses, it added up to 40,807 rounds. So you divide that by, again, minusing the juniors and the links members, you have 1,209 members. That came out to just shy, rounded up to 34 rounds per player. So even at that 34 rounds per player, as an average, you look at that, we have a costs that we basically say, like, this is what we need to be able to function as a golf course, to be able to give you the product that we need to give you. And it's about $65 a round. Now, that was from a few years ago, so it's probably even higher now, but we just went off that last time we officially looked at that number. So you do the 34 times the 65, it's over $2,200. Our membership right now is $1,475, and that's the most expensive membership that you can get, not even including the cheaper memberships that we offer as well. That already is a $735 break based on what we actually need per person to be able to get this place functioning. So you look at that and you do that times every member that we have, that's just shy of $900,000 that we essentially, I don't want to say sacrifice, but not necessarily, it's a little harsh, but that we, that we create as a break to be able to help our members and to give them that break. Obviously we have no reason to necessarily change that in the fact of giving everybody a break. That's what the point of a membership is. That's why that we do that. And some people get to really take advantage of it and some people don't. But as long as that average is still giving people a break, I think we're still looking pretty good as far as what we do for people. It's more just kind of trying to figure this out to say, hey, it's not that you're not getting to play any golf or anything like that. There's plenty of members that still get to play enough. And as I said, this is still just more the mean I could do more of a deep dive and we would find that the majority of these members really are actually playing 75 to 125, 100 to 150 rounds per year.
It's just that they're not playing when they want to play.
Exactly.
There are times to play,
Right.
but they may not be the time that you.
And we have done more to increase member play.
Exactly. Yeah, what we do with the white course,
Yeah.
we allow.
Opening up the white course made a big difference.
Yeah.
We've opened up more this year, right?
Yeah.
We have
We have.
members who don't want to play the white course, so they're complaining they don't have tee times.
Well,
You have people that only want to play bass for real, people that don't want to play
So
bass at all.
members playing plenty.
I would be interested in that breakdown. I mean, I'm an average player. If I play 34 times a season, that's me, maybe twice a week if I'm lucky, because I have other things. But I'd be curious to know, of the 1,200 members, what percentage of those play 5 days a week?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I can break it down further to.
Yeah,
find out
that would be
from
great, And is that like, just 10% of our membership? And then we deal with that appropriately? Or is that 50% of our membership? I'd be curious.
It's great information, Ian.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
And the last item, the projected difference, is that the amount of discount that is provided to, the non-full members?
It's for all the members, like that last number, the 888.
Oh, I see where you're getting at, the 735 and then, okay.
Yep.
So if everybody was paying for 34 rounds of golf, it would generate another $888,000.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Yeah, no, this is super.
So those are the two big things that we're kind of taking out of the membership here. So we wanted to just share that information. As then we can discuss it further on.
Yeah.
in here, but
Can we send out, maybe in April when the courses open up or whatever, that these are the new policies? I don't think everybody's aware of what members can get on the white course and different things, just to reiterate and kind of, maybe that will,
we can put in our next newsletter.
yeah, I think that would be a great.
Like a newsletter, send out a flyer with.
Well, we do newsletters, so send out, in that newsletter, send out a piece of this is what is now available and what we've done, et cetera, to increase members to be able to get more tea time.
I think that would.
Yeah, you kind of think the word of mouth gets around, but
But it doesn't.
it doesn't necessarily.
And having it in writing in a newsletter, maybe, people, we can say at least, go to the newsletter, look at what we've
Big
done.
banner on the website.
Yeah.
New policies, the procedure manual available, please.
So that's not- The fact that you can play the white course on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday isn't in the manual. It isn't in the policies and
Yeah,
procedures.
that's
No, that's
something
what
that
I'm
he can-
saying,
But
that's why.
that's why you need to
Yeah.
tell people.
you can put that under like the member section.
Right.
Yeah,
It's not really a policy procedure.
No, it's not.
something that-
right.
Right, expanded
Like
member
the
access to
membership.
the courses, right.
Yes.
Big members.
Of the member section that you can.
Yeah, you can put it under it, and
Put it
don't
some-
forget that you can do this as
Right.
well on
Putting it
Friday,
in the
Saturday,
newsletter at the
Sunday.
beginning of the year is a good thing
Yeah.
to remind people. All right,
You good? You got one?
No, that's pretty much it for that.
Well,
You wanted me to.
Yeah.
while we're talking about newsletter, I wanted to hit, I sent you guys all a letter. That we were gonna send out to the membership.
yes, I liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
That letter doesn't experience the amount of damage we sustained. I was able to get around Bass River today and there's no way we can clean it up without help. So I'm trying to secure a contract with Pathfinder to go in there next week to help us get that cleaned up, but the biggest take from that letter is we need time to get the golf courses ready. That storm really took a beating for the
yes,
courses.
you need to put it on the website that the courses are closed.
Yeah.
That's
We
true,
wanted to
too.
share it with you guys first, and then we'll put it all out there in a probably on a standstill letter out to the membership and to the email, and then we'll put it on the website, but we don't have a set timeline yet because we don't know how fast we can get through the cleanup. But seeing it firsthand today where we can finally see most of the golf course, there's trees upon trees that are on top of each other that we do not have the equipment to.
Yeah, it's got too many pine trees out there. It's all pine trees that took the brunt of.
Yeah.
What we want to be clear with everybody is that we are gonna do our absolute best to get a golf course open as quick as possible. We are gonna focus all our resources to Bass River and get that one up and running as quick as we can. Now, if that happens to be 2 weeks from now, that's success and we did a great job. If it's 3 or 4 weeks, it was just because we needed more time. We're not gonna, sugarcoat or anything. We're just gonna do regular, just
I think
regular
people need to
updates.
know what's
Where we're at.
happening and how
People
guys,
also
you guys
need to
can
know
work at it.
that the wetness of the course from the snow and everything
Yeah, it's
else
not helping.
is just because the snow's gone doesn't mean the course is playable.
So normally what happens in the winter
So,
is we can get around and do it. And take a lot of trees that may have fallen already down, but this year we couldn't even get out and do that.
Yeah,
Right, yeah, you couldn't walk.
And now-
around.
so regular
Also,
maintenance
is this-
suffered.
Normally when we get a nor'easter, we don't get a lot of snow with it, and it's just the wind and the rain and whatever, and we can get out 2 days later and start cleaning it up. This one, we're lucky to get out at the end of this week to start cleaning up, which is 3 weeks later.
Right.
So people are calling nonstop and saying, can we get out, can we get out? And we'd love to have you out there. We just can't safely put you guys out on a golf course. So we're gonna need a few weeks to get it up and running. We'll get it up and running as soon as we can. We'll share regular updates, but
Yeah, I think that's
even
part of,
the first time around to now, the damage is a lot more severe than I anticipated. So we need help, and we're gonna get some help with some contractors, and we'll have our teams going around. And we'll get them up as clean as possible. And then we'll allocate all resources over to Baber and deal with that one. But that's the only way we can proceed at this time. So just be aware, it's gonna be a couple weeks before we can get one online.
yep. And I think that's good. Send out the letter, but don't sugarcoat it and then just say, we don't have an
Yes, it
opening
is.
date yet because of the
Right.
problems, and we'll keep you informed.
Yeah.
I
Also, have
agree.
regular updates.
Most people are pretty patient and understanding. Most people, there's always a few,
Yeah.
but
especially those who lost power for 4 days. They get
Those
it.
guys who play 200 rounds need an extra day.
yeah.
Yeah, Scott, to these
We've been
guys'
playing
points,
36 a couple days.
the
What's
quicker
that?
you can get this note out to members, the better off you're gonna be, all of us, right? Because I know friends, that, the snow's gone, let's go play. That can happen very soon.
Did you change the note on the phones to say temporarily closed due to storm damage?
Well,
I
phone,
updated on it.
we can update the phone. All phones are forwarded to Bachelor right now anyways, so we answer and we'll let them know. But
We've
we're
got
not
15
there.
calls today of, nope, we're still closed, nope, we're still closed.
We had people stopping by even today at our place.
But we'll get that letter out tomorrow, and we'll get a notice on the website and everything like that. We'll have the town shared as well, so that we can get the message out there.
Go to
but
members.
if we move along quickly, we'll get it up and quickly. No, it's like that Pathfinder, something we're gonna probably use when we get us.
Well, it's good.
Good.
But
I
if
didn't
you
want
guys
to
haven't
embarrass
seen the
him.
damage, by all means, those
People today, no
excuses
excuses.
here. We're gonna have a drone flyover from natural resources so they can, so we can show some people what it
That
actually looks like.
Yes,
That could include photos if you have any.
Yeah,
yeah, that would be good to include a few photos.
I mean, so it's, yeah, we just need a little bit of time to get it up and running. Bay Area will be a little easier to clean up once we get over here. Most of it's off to the side.
It's cleaning out.
It's
curb
way-
cuts and-
Bay Area is a lot more off in the wood line,
Yeah.
where Bass is very in between holes and.
I'm gonna,
And-
I'm gonna send my grandson over with my 3 years. He got a dump truck that actually dumped, but he can drive around in the yard.
There you go.
So he and dad cleaned up my yard yesterday.
Nice.
Is it possible that we could open the links before Bayberry?
It's probably likely that's gonna be a scenario we do. The Lynx is looking pretty good. It's pretty wet. That needs to dry.
Yeah.
Mm.
It should dry pretty quickly. It's
Makes
and
sense.
we'll have to clean all that up first. But that would probably be the first move we make is I could see a scenario where we get the dry rains, so. And we have to wait on a couple more days. so.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to get them all open as quick as we can, but definitely gonna have all resources flow to the Bass River to get that one up and on. So. Have a little patience, we'll get it as soon as we can. We didn't like the storm just as much as everybody else. So.
I'm glad I missed it.
You are.
Yeah, you certainly are. All right. Restaurant.
Tomorrow is their day in front of the select board. For their approvals for the liquor license. They got delayed too with the storm. They were supposed to go the day of the storm. They had to wait 10 days for the liquor license for the whole legal notice and so.
Oh,
Tomorrow's their day and shouldn't be much issue. With either one of them, there was a lot of comments. On Bass River because of the entertainment license as to be expected. So we'll see what that brings, whether they. Proceed with that or not, that's I'm gonna get up there and say, he said we haven't had any issues in 5 years that we've done it, but. It's not up to him.
There was the one concessionaire quite a few years ago now.
oh, yes, but that was
So there's.
seven.
He was trying to run it late at night.
Yeah. So we made some adjustments in how we run it and how we do it, you know, we face the speakers in, we don't do anything towards the river, we keep it down as much as we can. So, I don't know, it's not up to me, it's up to the select board. It's a weekday only license that he went for. So there'll be nothing on the weekends.
Oh,
We never had Saturday anyways, we had a Sunday license in the past. So it's just Monday through Friday he's going for. There was a lot of comments came up between. A lot of Dennis and Johnny comments that came up, some good, some bad, but.
Yeah.
That would be the only
All of the
license.
complaints back then were from the people across the river.
yes, hearing the noise over
Yeah.
the water.
Or actually the phone calls for, you're ruining my summer experience.
So, but that would be the only hitch I see is maybe they don't. That the way it is, they might give them a reduced one. Kind of thing, but we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Okay, do you need any of us there? Good, all right, good.
That's the they're both. Moving forward, so that's good. We're excited to have both of them get going as quick as possible.
Did we have to do anything more for the kitchens and stuff for them?
Equipment wise, they're both kind of evaluating the situation on whether they want some different changes or not. We haven't agreed to anything yet with either one of them. I think they both kind of want to start running to see what it's like before any big changes happen. We had a major gas line problem at Bass River we had to take care of. So that's all brand new going from building all the way through.
Wow.
So
And it gets finished Wednesday.
So that's all set over there now. Haven't had any real issues with the Bayberry. But. There's something going on.
That's great that you put in the bafflers or whatever you put in for the noise for
Yeah,
Bass
he-
River.
He can't understand why we did it. He doesn't understand.
What are you, deaf?
You can hear a
Oh,
difference.
sure.
You
It is
can't- it should be you can't hear it, right?
It is a giant difference.
3 days later.
It is a giant difference. So, we did a little revamp and the grill looks pretty good. Some painting and we put the ceiling panels up. We talked to Joe, he wants to move around some TVs, so we're gonna switch it up where he wanted TVs. And then he said he's gonna bring in some decor or whatever that he wants for it. So
Okay,
we told him, by the end of the week, you should have it ready to go for whatever he wants to do, so.
excellent.
He wants to do like a small menu at first and kind of test things out.
Yeah.
Kind of break into it. You guys like the atmosphere in there and you don't have to scream at each other to talk. So, we're excited.
Can
about
actually hear
that.
each other talk.
And how about the
Nice.
patio? Does, cause they took some of their furniture back, right? That was.
Tables and
there.
chairs were ours, so that's all still there. The only thing that was theirs was that one like white and blue bench.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what was theirs.
all right.
Everything else was ours,
Okay.
so that's all still there. I don't think there's anything else.
No. So yeah,
The
everything's.
fire pits.
Those are ours.
Okay.
And Joe is pretty good about looking into stuff like that as well. So we're just kind of feeling them both out to see what they want and what they need from us. And then we'll go from there. Kind of let them do their thing and get a feel for it. We're trying to stay away right now, so they kind of need whatever. The biggest thing is we're gonna meet with them probably next week. Kind of discuss pricing and make sure like, Bud Light's not $5 at one place and $8 at the other. I really don't want that complaint from you guys. We understand food may be different costs because they're doing different menus and things like that, but hopefully we can get on the same page of, liquor and cost sodas and stuff like that, so there's a difference between the two courses. But that won't work well for anyone involved.
Yeah, that will cause a lot of comment.
And they both understand that, so it's great. And I think they will both work together well too, just even though they're separated.
Okay. While you're having that meeting, it'd be appropriate to stress on them also the fact that, the league stopped using the restaurants. The members have stopped using the restaurants. If they could do either like a members discount, some specials for the leagues and stuff to entice people to get
Yeah.
back into using the restaurants.
I think correct me wrong, but I think that was stressed very hard in the interview.
I thought we did, but really good to reiterate.
Yeah.
In terms
Doesn't
of
hurt to say.
Yes.
Well, plus,
We're very aware of the issues and they are too, that they need to say win back the.
They've got a mountain
The
to climb on that score.
What's that?
I said they've got a mountain to climb on that score.
Right.
Where people left a bad taste, so.
Right.
right.
We're trying to get them to understand
No pun intended.
to not use anything that they used in the past, don't use the same color shirts, don't use the same names, don't do anything. Completely separate yourselves
Right.
from what they were, so that's easier for us to help you get out there that you.
Yeah.
But it's on them to provide the food and everything else. We can only get them so far, so.
And are they planning to open? Well, if we get Bass River open by April 1st. Oh, are they
Yeah,
planning
Joe
to starting?
mentioned he wanted to be open right around that first week of April is when he's kind of timelined it. I think Mike was similar, maybe the second week of April, when he was timelining it. But they're both right around that range and they would start off with a couple smaller menus and they did both mention doing stuff for the membership to kind of get their involvement in what they like and not like and stuff like that. The as far as like the discount goes, they're both gonna do a discount. And it's gonna be based off the digital membership card we're gonna have this year, so
Oh, okay.
everybody needs to get the app, so you can just show them your membership card. And then they can give you a discount, so. It's the easiest way to do it for all of us involved.
Yeah, well, again, if we're putting out a newsletter, that would be another good
Yep.
thing to say, stop in, see what has happened, changes have been made, because we are very much aware of it, but I'm sure a lot of people are not.
Yeah, so if we can, I think my plan would be if we can move. Essentially, get things moving, maybe we can have more of like a membership night over at Bass River to kind of get excited, kicked off, and get a chance to meet them and stuff like that. We can do something similar over at David when that is up and running too. But it's probably the best way to approach it. So you guys can go in there and meet Joe and his staff and understand.
Are they gonna be open at 7 o'clock?
I think he was planning to be open very early.
Early, I thought he said
I mean,
during the interview
Yeah.
process.
that's something people might like to know in
Yeah.
advance.
Yeah.
Then they won't show up with their coffee, now.
Yeah, both of them
Necessarily.
be open pretty early. So.
Yeah.
Joe is new this year.
Yeah.
And, but Mike Gannon was there last year.
No,
No.
they're both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is two separate contracts now, whereas
Right.
before we had the one overall,
Yeah.
which has been there for the last 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
So they're both.
Yeah, didn't
both
the
brand
Bear guy submit a bid?
Yeah, he is, that is Ardeo.
Okay, so Joe James is Ardeo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's our
All
yeah.
right, okay,
And Mike Gannon was at Gannon staff.
okay. All right.
We're excited.
Yeah.
Both of them coming. Well, we're great seeing. We'll have
Me too, I like
some
my
work,
Dales.
some working with them, but so we'll keep you updated when they have more of a restart. Obviously, they're relying on us to get the golf courses up and ready, so,
Yeah.
but we'll try to hold them up any way we can, so. That's what we got for you on the restaurants.
All right. Anybody got any questions on the restaurants?
No,
Just to be sure, April 1st is when you guesstimate, based on everything, that the Bass River restaurant will be open and Bayberry would be open at the same time, or?
Probably a week or
Little
two,
past.
probably about a week or so later, about a week later.
Okay.
Usually how it kind of runs that way.
When you say entertainment, what kind of entertainment are they thinking, like a band or something, or?
Probably
Yeah.
the acoustic guitar type thing.
Yeah, I think they put it in 2 to 4 pieces, they call it. The entertainment, and that's where they can bring in like 2 or 4 member bands to perform. But that's,
Trivia is a good draw.
yeah,
Trivia is a
that's
great,
solely up to the select board.
yeah. So if you talk to these guys.
Yeah.
Just do golf trivia for you.
He ain't gonna run that.
You gotta watch the weekend too.
Yeah.
Yes. No, more than golf, more than golf.
Speaking of which, we totally different from the restaurants and stuff, but just for membership wise, we might lose a few members this year because of what Kingsway has done. Didn't know that. I guess Kingsway and any of you up there from Kingsway?
You know, I heard a little bit about it.
They are now to help the golf course. It is part of their membership
Right.
that so much a month of their monthly fee is good,
Mandatory.
is mandatory, and they will get. So they're going to increase the monthly fee.
Yes, but I have heard that a lot of people people who play golf don't want to pay, are selling and leaving Kingsway because of it, because they're making the golf course fees mandatory into your HOAs.
Oh, I understand.
Oh.
Yes,
Forcing.
they are
Yeah.
forcing an
Does that give
increase.
them a membership?
It gives them a membership, or supposedly if you don't play golf, you get tickets or something that you can give to somebody else and whatever. They're also doing
Yeah, you
something
get-
at the restaurant, right?
I think you get 10 rounds of golf or something, and you get some restaurant stuff. I mean, everybody's being charged. People in Heatherwood are being charged.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. So we,
and that's an assisted living.
Yeah.
and that's why I'm saying, so you talk about the older people that we draw, some of these will, I've already know of two, have said that they just won't join
Which basically means
Yarmouth because they've got to pay for this.
the golf fees are not
covering the cost of operating the golf course. anyway,
Exactly.
so therefore we're pushing it
Absolutely.
on to people that
Yes, yep,
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
are-
Yeah, I know of a couple of people as
Public
well
course too,
who are
though?
not planning on rejoining, or if they
That place
do.
is never supposed to be public.
joining us, Dick,
Yeah, so I know of a couple of people who are not rejoining, or if they do, they're going to downgrade to a Lynx membership.
yeah, I know a few as well,
So
so,
but they're running as a public golf course as well, too.
They are. And
I
they
think
went
semi-private,
semi-private,
I
they went
think,
way up on their membership fees
yeah,
for outside non-residents.
Residents.
And also their daily fees are,
yeah. As did
I won't
Blue
play
Rock,
there anymore.
went way up
It's too
on their
expensive for
membership
what it
fees.
is.
Yeah.
Well, you can pay much less and go.
Yeah.
But just thought
Been here.
During June.
I thought I'd mention it just
I know people from the Cape Cod Women's League that live there and they're decided to sell up and leave.
Yeah, okay.
Is it only 10 rounds they get? As a
One.
winner?
There was a bunch of different things. Now, I don't live over there, so I'm not
Okay.
sure, but I know there were some things about, and some of it's going to the restaurant because the restaurant couldn't advertise or something, and that wasn't doing well. I'm not sure.
They've
all
had
of
trouble
it.
with restaurants and
Yes,
there.
yeah, so,
Ardeo was there for a couple of
Yeah.
years.
And they were better than what's there now.
but, that being said, I'm just aware that
Yeah.
there are going to be some people, especially in Heatherwood, dropping out. So,
Pay for it for your.
yes, and you're only playing once a week, you might as well
Yeah,
just,
force
yeah,
that makes-
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
So that's, yeah.
Well, we can't have too many members now.
I'll be interested to see what happens.
All those people who are complaining about getting, time to play, if you have fewer members, there are, you might be able to get more time to play.
That's interesting.
I don't think the public took away 2 times, so.
Days at 8.
Well, that may be true, but
All right, moving on to our projects.
Where we at?
Yeah, on.
Patio project.
Patio, it's a done deal. It's signed off only today.
Excellent,
There's a chance they start next week.
wow,
So, tentative timeline is May 1 to be finished. So,
nice,
let you know on, how that goes. We obviously will probably be open for some of the construction. Hopefully we can, get this new septic in and hook back up before we go some big right back up.
That'd be nice.
Operate toilets and stuff like that. We'll keep you updated on that, but yeah, we're excited. That's a really awesome project.
any new information on the barn?
Barn, I mean,
Well, actually, we have a problem with both barns, don't we? Bass River?
Gas River Barn is on the town meeting warrant to knock over.
Okay,
And increase parking. Gas River.
next,
Bayberry Cart Barn, I had a meeting on Friday. I will have more information there next month on,
the longest project known to man.
yeah. Well,
yeah,
now it's at least moving,
getting that way.
now it's at least moving forward. But I'll be able to share some of the meeting where we're at.
Excellent.
Did you ever get the bathrooms done over at Bass River?
No, we have a design done. Pretty much ready to go for bid. We just haven't put it out to bid.
Okay.
It's probably more.
I saw the money hadn't been spent, so I figured. it'd
And
be
does this
done.
include solving the problem with the heat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that whole side of the building will have heat and cooling.
Okay.
So,
What about AC?
Yeah.
Meeting
Yeah.
following.
yeah. So
So
we'll have both that, but because of everything that happened with, this year, we had to go through a couple design changes with the building. It just wasn't a good time to put it out this time, so we'll aim for the fall, winter project for next year. There probably will be one more project occurring in the spring at Baylor is the windows, so.
Oh, okay. But we have money for that
Yep.
already.
We have money, we got a couple quotes that came below our allocated
Nice.
number. We do have to put it out to bid though, because it came over the 50,000 threshold. But so we're hoping to pull that off this spring as well. So you may see Bayberry a little bit under construction, but it's all good things that need to happen. So the window should be, not too much problems for us to do that while you're. But
So what are we anticipating for being on the next town meeting from?
next town meeting, I was actually gonna hold a couple things and then I had a meeting with town administrator and assistant town administrator that they'd rather put it on the springtime meeting, and if we need something in the fall, we certainly can, but they wanna try to stock the spring town meeting more than falls. So we have the bachelor renovation for the parking lot, car barn. That's the biggest
Yeah.
ticket item. We have a sprayer, top dresser for equipment, and then we have golf course accessories for outside. For like all the rain stands, bag stands, things like that, furniture for the patio.
Oh, good.
Those are the 4 items on the article for total of 400,000.
Okay. And did we ever come up with anything for the memorial fund?
We're almost there.
That's the longest part.
That's the longest one, yes.
We're close. But soon, I'm hoping very soon,
Okay,
but good discussions and going the right way.
that's a positive.
So those things were for spring or for
Spring.
Spring,
spring?
yeah.
Whatever happened with the thing about the stability fund? Did that ever get any further along than talking with the finance committee?
Yeah, so stability is interesting because I actually tried to move that funding away from another one, so but because it was voted for that specific thing, I can't. So there's 2 options with stability fund, we can hire a couple of consultants to give us a plan, what we wanna do, or we can proceed to a town meeting and remove it to something else. I'll give you guys options in April.
Okay.
What we could do with that. I was gonna move it to the patio and they don't let me do it that way, so. It is what it is, but.
Yeah.
We're not really ready to do a significant solar investment at this time. Especially with wastewater unknown and a bunch of other things.
Yeah, because it could get all ripped up again.
Right, so. And then like with the cart barn, we were already kind of that included with it. We can do a solar part of the cart barn, like solar or whatever. It's best for the building. As part of that building, so we can get planned for that. So any like future project that we do that big, we already have kind of initiatives in it, so.
Okay,
But we'll give you guys some options to sewer and see how you got to achieve with that 30K, but in order to actually load it, we have to go time.
Oh.
And switch it.
and then now that I'm assuming that everybody did not claim their monies left over from,
Like member credits,
yes,
yeah.
so
We've already claimed it.
you cleaned it, okay. Because I know we had a problem with that one.
in the first meeting.
All right. Just checking on all those old things that popping up. All right, moving right into DPW and wastewater.
Alright, so. Interestingly enough, I had a meeting with Jeff this morning on wastewater. We've kind of disregard everything in your packet.
So much bad thought.
Things have changed quite significantly.
Again,
So you're not gonna do that request for the town meeting, which hasn't.
No, the request is going through, so that's in there, the 1.5 million is for them. Um. That's to finalize plans and all that, but. They still don't have a concrete answer from DEP on where, how much is coming and where, how they want them to do it, so. They're trying to do more of a leach pit based. System rather than a chamber based system. So if they want to leach pit goes, it would be a lot less invasive for the golf course. So you wouldn't see a massive driving range improvement plan. Whether, but the issue with that is DEP has never signed off on it before, so they could force them into chambers, which they know work. You don't know until DEP tells you which way they're going, so. They're trying to say that the leachings will work, which they tested really well, and it will probably work. But we're a lot less invasive and a lot easier to construct. There'll be a lot of them, but you may not have a complete driving range overhaul based on that.
Oh, that's too bad.
They would be kind of 30 to 40 of them spread out throughout. So you probably still get some changes, just not as severe, which is good and bad because we want to be so hamstrung, if you will, under the construction window. Whereas, as Jeff was saying though, if they say no, then it's back to the chambers and we overhaul the drive range because that's the only way they can do it.
Yeah, and the chambers is what they were gonna do at Bass River.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was a major construction.
I just continue to preach the biggest limiting factor we have is the pond size, so we need a bigger pond to help that.
I was just gonna ask about the pond.
Yeah.
Is that still in the works?
Yeah, I just kind of stressed that today, like, you know, the best thing for everyone is for us to use it, so. Our limiting factor is pond size, so if we increase the pond, we can use a lot more of the water.
That's a big increase to the size of the pond.
That probably will not happen that size of.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple of issues with DEP on that size. So. I would say probably half that size.
Oh, no more swan boats.
We get little remote control.
We'll have Canadian geese boats
Yeah,
instead. It's more appropriate.
Has the timeline changed on,
Timeline hasn't changed much. They're trying and planning to go next springtime meeting for the construction funding. But they can't do anything until DEP signs off on it.
yes,
And they're the limiting factor. They're moving at a very slow pace.
And
So,
and if they do it, if all goes well and they do it next spring, how does that affect actual golf play?
yeah, so say if everything goes well, they get the funding in April of next year. We would have some say on when construction
Yeah.
occurs, so. They wanna obviously do it as quick as possible. We would probably look at it like at an over time frame. Construction. So, somewhere in that stuff, but, and they would need roughly. 18 months for everything, but some of the stuff is not on the golf course that isn't complete, so. I don't know. There's too many unknowns at this time, unfortunately. And Jeff, July, you'll have a much better idea of what's occurring.
Wow.
What is actually in the works.
What is it, 2 more years or 3 before they actually are going to need
What?
The water.
the water?
So they wanna be able to hook people in the beginning of 28.
Oh, okay, 2 years.
Yeah.
So
But the issue right now is, so if they did that, the treatment facility can start to handle that.
Yeah,
The issue is like, you know, as they hook more people in, they can't, and then they need to send it here. So, and what they're trying to do is, I think, is. Sounds like the way they were tested well enough. Pretty much phases 1 through 3 could be solved, going here and there. At least if everything worked out well. We just don't really know what it looks like underground yet.
okay.
I would imagine if I see it 2 ways, you could see more of a scenario like that. If they sign off on we're doing chambers only, you're gonna see something very similar as in your packet. If we're signing off more on leach based things. Whatever I think you guys remember what we did in October,
Yeah,
over off of 9, those are the leach
Mhm.
pits that would stay, that's would water be sent through those things. So there's 2 there already that can be used right now. And you'd see more of that throughout. A lot of it would be down up in 9, some of the 8. That's an area where they want to put it. Some of it would go probably into the parking lot, and a lot of it would probably be out on the driving range in spread spots. But not as invasive of a
Yeah.
huge construction project.
And anything could change between,
Yep,
okay,
the DEP could completely say no, and you're going that route, and
Yeah.
that forces them into that route.
so it could be 29 or 30 before it actually.
No, because they would.
No,
They gotta
they
get-
gotta
they
get
have to
rid
get
of
rid of
it.
They have to start bringing the water over
Yeah.
20
It's
years.
not-
I mean, I think they're a 5-year, isn't it a 5-year program process? Okay.
Yeah, they're not, it's not like the fact that they're not comfortable with the amount of water that's gonna come here, it's the comfort of how they put it through, whether it's a
Okay.
chamber or leaching pit is what they're. So they've never done leaching pits as wastewater before, you know, it's a big drainage thing, you'll see them everywhere, those are all leaching pits. The drainage that goes in the road and stuff like that. But they never done it for wastewater, it's not a proven technology.
Oh,
So whether they sign off on it or not is the biggest issue. They tested them and we tested them here and they tested great. Whether they sign off on them or not, or they might say we want more, couple of years more testing. For you guys to do that before we sign off on. a
More of
full-on
them.
Process it, so.
okay.
But I wouldn't see much changes to the construction window, I would pretty much see that as a. October 27 into 20 construction,
All right,
so.
that's good.
But I very much stress that we need to respond to satisfy everything that we need around here. So,
All right, anybody got any more questions on wastewater? All right, moving on to financials.
we didn't make any money over the winter.
Oh, how come? Gee.
We lost money in February. But it's alright. Still fine, everything's working well, we're doing fine. I think membership to back up, still alright. Good there, it's for sale. Here's the hoping for nicer weather to
Yeah,
get some revenue in the door, but. So. Things are fine, we're holding strong on our numbers.
Any progress on the whole general fund extraction that the town makes with the finance committee?
Oh, the indirect?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, there's gonna be some discussions coming up on that one. With finance. Keep you tuned on what's happening there. I got some good numbers from Bruce there, I'm gonna bring to their account for it. No, we'll see what happens.
it's kind of been dropped for the moment, right?
Right. Beg and plead.
Well, I talked to Richard, so.
Scott, can I just ask some clarifying questions, just to educate you? What exactly is the lighting detection system? What is that?
Oh, I forgot to hit that. Go ahead.
Yeah, lightning detection system hooks into the irrigation system. And it's a system that warns you when lightning is within 5-mile radius of the golf course and sends off horns to alert people that it's coming.
Okay, and that would be.
It's a safety,
trigger of
both.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay, and that needs upgrading?
We
We
We don't have it.
Oh, you need to have it. Oh.
No, well, they did have it and they took it down years ago.
To kind of.
We found out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's, yeah,
That's,
it's-
that was
otherwise you have no
installed.
no
this
chance
spring
of
as well.
warning people, you know, just,
Forgot to
we never
mention
know, so.
And the cart barn, the designs, those are both in progress, if I'm understanding that.
No.
Okay.
But when you say both cart barns,
You said.
one cart barn, Bass River is gonna be demolished,
Okay, and.
gone,
Okay,
and use that for parking. The other one, which is Bayberry,
Mhm.
has been a huge project for
2 years.
8 years.
to make that larger.
6
To
years.
make it totally different.
Yeah.
Is that the 250 room capacity?
Yeah, that's the first
Yes.
facility.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, so that's.
Well, we do need a larger underneath. for more
Okay.
carts.
A long running, large running, capital plan.
Yes,
Right.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
And it,
And-
it needs to be larger too, that eventually somebody's gonna want us to have electric carts and
Right.
do away with gasoline. So that would mean that the cart barn has to be bigger. To put a lot bigger, because the carts can't be packed in tight
Right.
with all the wiring and everything else.
And where would the cars from Bass go if you demolish and expand the parking lot? Another car?
They've gone.
Where they
Yeah.
currently are.
They don't live in the cart barn anymore, they live up at the clubhouse now.
Oh,
We
okay.
improved the storage up near, or the staging and storage up near the cart barn. We did that June of this last
Okay.
year, May and June this last year, so the cart barn's been empty for the last season.
Right, and that makes sense, because that's where I see them whenever I go there.
Yeah, the Bass River carbon was drastically undersized. For
Okay,
the operation,
alright.
and in a terrible location.
You can only fit like 25 carts out of it.
So
A
we,
lot of,
Yeah.
I know.
It was original. That's what they had.
Yeah, I can't wait for that parking lot to be done.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
So,
that. I mean, obviously summer's not a great time to do something like that, but you could see the building probably getting demolished and sometime in the summer, because that's kind of out of the way. But we'd probably do the whole parking lot. Be done in the fall, it will be allocated and although I think we do technically have to wait until July. For the funding, because it's for the next 2 years, but.
okay.
Yeah. What did we decide to do about Bass River on the, is it seventh hole? You took down all the trees that line the entrance. We're gonna put,
On the road.
yeah,
Eighth hole.
Yeah. Eighth hole, yeah.
April.
the eighth hole, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna replant. Tim gave us a plant that will be one that looks nice, about 4 feet high.
Okay.
And he told us to go get those and just plant them every 3 feet or so. Along the edges, so that will just kind of grow up nice. He said it's pretty quick growing and kind of just stops at that level, so. You'll see that sometime this spring.
Oh, great.
When it goes in there. We were gonna do it this fall, actually this winter, but snow.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing.
But
And, I understand the window replacements. What is the sustainability plan?
that's something I was talking about earlier. We have to make a decision whether we want to move that out or proceed with some kind of environmentally friendly initiative with the consultant.
Okay,
So that's something we'll bring in front of you guys in April.
It's a future.
okay, future, okay, in the future. And then, could you give me more information on your lessons and lead lessons? I mean, do you do a lot of? I know I've taken a lesson from Dennis
Mhm.
and Ian.
Yep. Yeah, all three of us teach, and do a couple clinics throughout the season.
Okay, do you have like a kids league or anything like kids
Yeah,
lessons?
there's newsletters that go out with offering that. You
Okay,
been
so-
out to the newsletters?
I do get them, but I just haven't seen that. You know, I
Yeah,
haven't
it
seen
has
that.
been.
Okay, which, sometimes it's nice to repeat things in the newsletters when you send them out once. And you read them and, a month.
Well, I'm sure they will.
Yeah, what we tend, he usually sends out emails for us whenever we get to like particular day a week clinics. Like Bob Quirk and I are gonna be doing clinics every Wednesday. And then they're gonna be doing a kids clinic in the summertime. They'll help them, but and there's gonna be different things going on, but you'll get emails and things through the
Yeah.
system that should tell you when those are coming up, so you have time to sign up for them.
Those filled up fast last
They did.
year, right?
Yeah.
Right
They
away.
go up
That was
quickly,
great.
yeah. All of our private lessons are on the website as well. If you go to instructors or instruction or whatever the tab is called, it has all three of us on there with all of our pricing too.
Okay, right. Which is cheap, right? Relatively.
I heard of other
We
places.
never call them. Boy.
Does Bill?
All right.
do Florida lessons?
I'd love to
Bill
know.
still do lessons? Bill Howard?
Oh, Jim, yes, he does, yeah.
Can we move on to finances?
Let me see, let me just.
I know we talked about,
Okay, I think I'm done with any.
I just want to get on something briefly. When we So we are a little different. When we put capital items through, we move the projects right along. When we're putting a capital project through, it's not Dennis and Ian and Ashley guys, hey, what do you wanna do, you know? If you wanna do this year, we're not, it's not us, it's, we've come up with this plan years ago, and this is.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
right.
But we then go and we do that project, we're not holding it.
right.
The only reason it would get held is if it's timing based, like the bathrooms, we definitely wanted to do this winter, spring with designs and getting things up to go. We had to design it 4 times and now we have to wait.
Well, that's what happened with
Construction
Bayberry.
a lot.
Is You were gonna do it one winter and then all of a sudden, oh no, you need a new plan because it has to be
Right.
ADA compatible.
There.
You know, and then you need to hire an architect, which you didn't have to do before. That's all stuff you don't know that's gonna happen.
But we do a pretty good job of like, when we're allocating for the funding, we know within that year, we're gonna do that project, so. When we bring money, you probably have financial, there's not a lot that you see that has money left in it. And that's on purpose, we wanna make sure when we do a project and it's allocated, we're gonna do a project. We're not gonna hold it up, like, it's
Yes.
easier when we get equipment on there, we buy this sprayer and.
We understand it's not you guys.
But,
We know.
I
Other
feel
than
like
the
people
bar.
kind of think, oh, what are they doing now? It's on a limb, but we do have that plan that kind of says, here's what we're doing. So that's just everybody was aware that that's how it works, like. It's not based on, Ian wants to do this and Marl actually wants to do that,
No, I think we know that.
so.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware, but we don't hold it, there's a lot of. Kind of that,
Hey,
we
earmark
don't
on
spend
the
it, whatever, no, it's done, it's done. And then it's nice to see because when you guys get the financials and see it or whatever, there's. $3 million in there in our retained and all the projects we've done. That number is $3 million with that all being done. So we're not on the hook for all those projects, those are already been bought, paid for. The patio is bought and paid for. It's not affecting $3 million, so we're still going up in our revenues there. For that bigger project when we need it.
Yes, but that being said, that's why we have to keep generating newsletters to tell people what we're doing with capital projects. Because then people will not expect that they don't need to pay increased dues because
Right.
we have retained earnings.
Right.
If they don't know that we're spending money doing things,
So it's
they
on the other
think
side, it's
that
kind
we
of
should lower the
because
fees.
we all know Bass River needs to be redone and we need to figure out a plan. We have a pretty good plan. We brought that in front of you and all that,
Yeah.
but. What you probably don't see is throughout the course of the year or whatever, we've had people going over there to delineate the wetlands. To come up with a plan for this, that, and the other thing, because that's the steps we have to take. So we had to have the wetland delineated, so if you go and play there in a couple weeks, we'll be open, you'll see stakes, because we had to take that step. So when conservation goes over there.
Oh,
To see it, they've seen that otherwise the project can't even move forward. So like little things happen all the time with hopefully you guys aren't noticing because we don't need you to notice the little things. And then we have to have the property surveyed to determine the property lines over at Bass, figure out if we can even sneak a R3 in where we want to reverse the holes. Because we may not have enough space. So we need to have all these things and we're dotting our I's, crossing our T's to make sure we can proceed with the plan we want. So we may see some people out there doing things and that's on purpose, like not just,
no, but it's always good that we know, so when
Yeah.
people ask us, what are these people
Exactly.
doing?
So we'll let you
Why
know.
did it take so long to get a bridge out, so we know why it took
Right,
so
exactly.
long.
A lot of other people don't know what.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So we want to be ready when we come to you and say, hey, we're ready to take Bass River to the next step.
Yeah.
We know that there's no hiccups. This will go conservation, whether they like it, we can't answer that question, but
No, we know that. Anybody that's.
we are pretty confident
Conservation,
They
but-
will.
that it should go
Yeah.
through, but we never know. I mean, we were confident with the bridge, so things change, but
Look where that comes.
it will.
And
We try to make sure we're very ready to hit that next step without any hiccup coming in, so.
I think you guys are doing a great job and we when we think of where we were 8
Even-
years ago,
Yeah,
I mean, this is night and day.
Appreciate that. You know, the Milwaukee, this is a great place for golf and understand that we are reinvesting into the facilities as best we can, as quick as we can. To give you guys the best experience possible. That's the goal.
If we got good staffing, yeah, this year.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott, it is a good experience, just as an FYI. I've only had the best experience this year. Whenever I played, my golfing could be improved, but I've only good things.
That doesn't count.
The restaurants kind of kill this year.
That's,
that
yeah,
was the big missing piece.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That's our big focus this year is hoping to solve that piece of the puzzle. So. Here's to hoping.
Live in hope.
Live in hope. We're excited. We're very excited for this year coming up. I mean, we have 2 pretty solid restaurants in there and we can definitely, they're a lot easier to work with already. So,
And I think just the fact that people are seeing changes and capital improvements and stuff. I mean, you really have to have something wrong with you if you do not see where the money's going for all this.
But like you said before, the people that weren't around 7 or 8 years ago with course conditions and all the other.
Right.
Yes, they don't understand.
It's not even the same. You're right. They don't.
not a lot got done up until we started making all those changes and you guys came in and were able to start doing things, and doing things brings in the money to allow you to do more things.
the limiting factor of all this, we always need to remember, and these guys agree and understand it for sure, which is great that our pro shop understands it. It all starts out there. So we cannot continue to do this without providing the great conditions we provide. That's kudos to Josh and Mark and his teams. Their teams are
That's-
amazing. They do a great
No
job.
grass, no green.
Yes.
The old story. It's true.
It starts out there and that's how we want to do it. So they're happy out there. They're generally gonna go into the pro shop and buy something. They're generally gonna go to the restaurant and buy something. So
Yeah.
we have to provide it out there to make this all work for everybody. So
Yeah,
I mean, I can attest to what you just said, Dennis. Maybe 10 years ago, I played here and I thought the course was awful. And I didn't play until I retired.
I had a membership.
Yeah.
The year before I started to work here, and I was like, what happened?
It's like night and
They
day.
spray painted the greens
Yeah.
green.
I remember that.
Remember that, right?
I do remember. You know what the best thing is though? Last year, sitting in Comaquid's cafe, named Bridge, I'm listening to a bunch of men at another table saying, if you haven't played Bayberry in the last couple of years, you got to get over there. What a difference.
Mhm.
I mean, that is huge
Yeah,
when
right.
things like that.
No, and that happens a lot. I mean, I obviously play a lot, so I play a lot with people who are not members who are paying daily fees, and they're just like raving about the course, and that helps bring in.
And not the daily fees. It's worth it.
Mhm.
So one other fun thing, I hope you guys saw it, kudos to Ian for suggesting it. We partaked in the parade this past weekend. The Garnet Golf truck in the parade. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time with it. Ian actually babysitting my kids up top. And so I very much appreciate for doing that.
How was the crowds?
It was busy. It was awesome.
Busy.
Even with all the snow.
Oh, no, it was.
Most of the sidewalks are pretty cleared off.
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
a
they
good
did a
job.
good job.
They did do a good job.
Shit, but I did see the picture. You
Yeah.
guys looked great.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We have already kind of some plans for next year to kind of go bigger and better, but we very much enjoyed it. So if it's something you guys want to do next year with us, we
Yeah, we do that.
so.
I'd rather
Elevate.
just watch.
But yeah, I've gone to the parade a lot of the last few years with my kids, and I've stood in different spots throughout the years. It's kind of crazy to go through it and see how many people are actually there.
Yeah, yeah.
Where they stand. And it's a nice, yeah. There's some weaving in between people. At some-
Yeah.
Couple locations.
And then I think another factor is When you think that 7 years ago, well, when we had to go before the Board of Selectmen, how hard it was and how we got grilled and everything was so difficult. That's not happening anymore because I think they feel we know what we're doing now.
Yeah, no.
I haven't made a PowerPoint presentation in 7 years.
Like that, but
I've only been
Oh.
hired 6 years, so I can't, you know.
well,
They're very appreciative of how it was run.
yes.
They very much appreciate how you guys run as well, so that's why make sure you bring everything into the same way before we end up before them. So.
Yep.
That's how we wanna proceed, and we're gonna keep it that way, and it works well for everybody, so.
All right, next meeting. Anybody have any other concerns they wanted to bring up? Okay. Next meeting is second weekend, April.
I think that works, yeah.
What is it?
The
Second
13th.
week of
That
Monday,
is,
April 13th.
April 13th. At 5 o'clock still, you guys want to keep it at 5?
Check my schedule.
yeah, 5 is a nice hour.
But for them,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works. It'll be open.
Once pages.
Oh,
Well,
no, yeah.
Is that the 20th?
It's not even coming up. on the
13's a Monday.
Right, I just wanna make sure it's not off.
I don't think it is.
Patriots Day.
Patriots Day,
Maybe school vacation.
but it's Patriots Day.
No,
it's a holiday.
Patriots Day would
The
be the
20th.
20th.
The
Yeah.
20th, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So, 13.
13 works.
Right, April 13th, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock works.
I know. That's what I was trying to-
Okay. All right, motion to adjourn,
So moved.
Motion to
Motion to adjourn.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Bye, everybody.
It's 4:30.
Thank you.
Okay, see ya.
6:29.
Thank you, guys.
I know.
Isn't that great?
Ellen, you still want to get together?
Yes.
And
Yes, I can do that.